Y'all have good intentions. Have good intentions. The Bible says, let your intentions be pure. We don't have to like everybody, and everybody ain't gonna like us. But let your intentions be pure. I was just on the internet looking from the outside looking in and reading about the Brian McKnight situation with his older kids that he had from his first wife. And I guess there's something that's going on there where he's kind of denouncing his kids. And he said it was born out of sin. And, you know, and he's removing himself from anything negative. You know, that's kind of sad to read. It's kind of sad to read a grown man talking about his children that he made. And then you remarried to a woman who have children around the same age as your first set of kids. And they were also born in sin too, but you're taking care of them and you're living happy ever after. And the Bible says, let your intentions be pure. I don't know what he's trying to do. It ain't none of my business. But you're setting a tone for the world to see, and they're reading the article and they're reading the comments. And I don't know if there was bad blood. Sometimes children is made in a time where people are not happy with themselves. I do understand that. Because I'm dealing with kids every day in the behavioral center. And we get kids dropped off by parents who don't want them anymore. And we have to create coping skills for the children to move forward. So to read articles on people who have money and who lives out here in this world and seem like they have everything together, and to say that the children was born in sin, and to say that you have to remove yourself from any negativity, and having your children to be on the internet along with your happy ever after family, and seeing you say all of this and being happy and posing with children who's the same age as them, to be a child to see that, that's trauma right there. That's creating new trauma. It's breaking spirits. If you want to break your child's spirit, reject them. That's all you have to do. If you want to break your child's spirit, reject them in public. If you want to break a child's spirit, neglect them. And this is what I'm seeing on the internet. And it's sad to see. Because I have to work with children every day from the age of 13 to 17. And then when they leave us at 17, we have to send them to RTC or Rehabilitated Treatment Center. We have to send them on their own. And they got to fight through life. And fight knowing that they had parents that didn't love them. I'm taking care of teenage girls who's had children at age 11, who's into trafficking, who's prostitutes. One 13-year-old girl told me that she makes $800 on a weekend. She said, I'm going to get this money. My mama don't want me, so I got to take care of myself. So to see parents actually on the internet speaking about kids that they had in their former years, probably, I do understand that sometimes children comes about when parents are not ready for a child. Sometimes children are born in a period where the parents is not happy with themselves, They came too early. And then sometimes it hardens up a parent's heart against the child, and the child is just not welcome, and the child is not acknowledged, and it's neglected, or sometimes it's abandoned. And I ask God sometimes, I say, God, why do you place me with these children? And I'm seeing all kind of abandonment issues and childhood traumas being formed right before my eyes. I even had the parents even say, I don't want the child anymore. Brought everything in a duffel bag that belongs to the child, and dropped the child off. They don't want them, even though that it's a charge. But they don't mind taking the charge. They don't want the child. They go on, drive on off to Tennessee. They go on, drive on off somewhere else, and they just say, I don't want them. You know, and I'm trying to understand a lot of stuff. But if you want to break a child's spirit, abandon them. If you want to break anything against a child, neglect them, abandon them, and don't acknowledge them. You've actually got yourself a broken person. And I don't know what Brian McKnight is doing to his children, but I'm sure his children is sitting and hearing their father saying a lot of things about them. And being a person looking from the outside looking in, it's not a good look. I just know the Bible says, let your intentions be pure. If your intentions is not pure, you got to answer to a higher person in life. You got to answer to a higher person. And that goes for anybody. That just doesn't go for parents. It says, let your intentions be pure. Whatever you're trying to do to a person, it comes down. It's going to come back some kind of way. It's going to come back some kind of way. The Bible says, let your intentions be pure. So family, let your intentions be pure on how you're dealing with people and how you're trying to go about doing things in life. Because let me tell you something, if there's a plot, or if you're trying to do something because you didn't like a person, it come back to haunt you. If it don't come back to you, it come back to the children that you're worshiping. It's coming back to the children that you're praising. It's going to come back on your grandchildren. It's going to come back to some type of family member that you desire to see winning. It's going to come back on to, you're going to see it again. God makes sure that we see what we're doing to other people. He makes sure that we see it again. That's why he says, make sure that your intentions is pure, because we're going to see it again when it's not. Happy Sunday.